Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Today we're going to take a look at KyberSwap. This is a DEX aggregator. We're going to go through everything they can do on today's video. You can trade, do a regular swap, set up limit orders, and even cross-chain swaps. You can also earn with their set of liquidity pools, and this is what makes it the most different from 1inch. This liquidity pool feature that might appeal to liquidity providers is something that at some point in time 1inch also had, but they sort of discontinued it. But here on KyberSwap it's still active. You can also use it to have a very simple access to the markets, a market overview, and you can see what's going on in different blockchains and basically have a feel of the market in real time. They have their own DAO, so if you are interested in it, you can get a bag of the KNC token and use it to vote for the protocol's governance. So we're gonna check all of these things put together, so at the end of the video you'll decide for yourself if KyberSwap is a protocol you want to use or not. So let's start with the blockchains that they do support. They're all featured here. So you can see they're very Ethereum friendly. They support Ethereum and a number of Ethereum layer 2s. Also Sonic, BNB, Barachain, Scroll, Blast, AVAX or Avalanche. So this is currently what they do support. Probably as time goes by, they will integrate more blockchains. That would not surprise me at all. When it comes to the wallets they do support, all of the big ones are here. Rabby, that's my favorite. Then you have Phantom also. Control Wallet, a very good wallet as well. Coinbase Wallet, Vault Connect, MetaMask, and Blockto. Alright, so for complete beginners, a difference between a DEX aggregator such as KyberSwap, there's others also like 1inch, also a very popular one, and the difference between these type of protocols, aggregators, DEX aggregators, and DEXs themselves, is that these ones, they will tap into the liquidity of all of those decentralized exchanges and find the best prices. And that's very important because depending on market demand, there can be pools that will not be as profitable for traders in the way that the pool is in high demand and they will charge more in fees because of that. So instead of having just a handful of liquidity pools on one DEX in which they can tap into, if they have more liquidity pools for the same token pair spread across multiple different DEXs, they can actually see which one is in lower and also which is in higher demand and find the best route, because the pools in lower demand, they will essentially be cheaper to tap into. And as you may know, if you're already a regular here on the channel, we cover a lot of liquidity pools and there's different fee tiers to liquidity pools. There's going to be 1%, 0.3%, 0.05 or 0.01% fee tiers in a liquidity pool, and that fee tier is what traders pay when they're swapping the tokens in that pool. In high market conditions, when there's a lot of demand for liquidity, you'll see that the lower fee tier pools, they will be topped off. Like there's going to be so much demand that it will force users to trade in higher fee tier pools. And if you're a trader, you always want to pay the least amount of fees. So these protocols, DEX aggregators such as KyberSwap, are very handy because of that. Automatically, they will show you the best route for you to pay the lowest amount of fees. For traders, you can swap your tokens at superior rates, no limits. This is what I just told you about. With our dynamic trade routing technology, we aggregate liquidity for multiple DEXs and identify superior trade routes for you. And you can see that overall they can tap into $24 billion in TVL from multiple DEXs, over 70 DEXs, that's how many they have aggregated, from 15 plus chains, and all of this also has access to over 20,000 tokens. Kyber Network Crystal, KNC, this is their native token. It's a utility and governance token. It is the glue that connects different stakeholders in Kyber's ecosystem. We'll see later on in the video more details about it, but if you are a satisfied user of KyberSwap, you might want to also take a role in the DAO, decide where the future of the protocol is going through, and if you want to do that, you need to hold a bag of the KNC token. We'll see more about that later on. Now let's click swap now. I'm going to show you very briefly how this whole trading route works. So you can do two main things from the trade tab. You can either swap tokens or set up limit orders. if you want to swap, they also support cross-chain swapping, and this is powered by Squid and Axelar. These are both really great protocols when it comes to that. I've used plenty of times these integrated with other DeFi applications, and they've always worked flawlessly in my experience. Now, since KyberSwap is a DEX aggregator, you can definitely use it to set up limit orders. And since this is decentralized, this is for people who want to buy their crypto on chain without being locked into centralized exchanges. So you can use this limit order function for both buying the dip, selling at a high price, or just actually setting out regular buying orders if you want to dollar cost average Bitcoin, for example, or any other crypto. So for example, right now BNB is worth almost $600, and you might want to take profits when it reaches 650, 700, maybe more. You can set up a limit order for that. So when the market price reaches the amount that you created your order for, it will automatically sell your BNB. At the same time, let's say if you want to buy the dip, you can set up an order for buying BNB when it reaches 400 or 550 or any other number under the current market value. They also have the information button here, which is very handy if you want to get some token info right off the bat. This is powered by CoinGecko, so it's definitely reliable information. You get the current price, current market cap rank, trading volume for the past day, and also a simple way to just get access to the contract address. You can click it and copy it just like that. With the view more gives us more information: all-time high, all-time low, circulating supply, total supply. So basically the essential information from markets about a specific token. Even some security info here. And then on the right side you have the current limit orders that are opened, and you can also check your own orders that you have set up. Also note that you have a function here that will allow your limit order to expire if not met by the markets. So you can set it for an hour, day, 7 day, a month, or let it sit forever. Maybe you want to have some custom time. You can also do that here with KyberSwap and set up the custom time for when your order will expire. The swap function does the basic stuff. You trade tokens here essentially. And if you want to cross-chain swap, you just go to the trade tab and select cross-chain. This will allow you to just swap any tokens, not only for another token, but also send them to another blockchain. So essentially, this is bridging on steroids, because you can send BNB on BNB chain and get ETH on the Arbitrum chain. For example, I mean, they actually do support all the blockchains we saw in the beginning, so you can comfortably cross-chain swap among all of this. If you scroll down, you'll get some more information about the cross-chain swap, especially the estimated processing time, which currently is expected to be half a minute. Not that bad. You can also get a look to see the gas fee that potentially you'll pay. So it's going to be something around 55 cents for this in between BNB and Arbitrum. And if you want to have access to a guide, this will send you to their docs, KyberSwap's docs, especially introducing you to Axelar and Squid, the protocols that are powering this function, this feature on KyberSwap. But if you want a step-by-step process to tell you how to do it, they also have it here. Step 1, connect your wallet. Step 2, specify your chain and tokens to be swapped. Step 3, configure cross-chain swap amount. Step 4, approve or permit contract to swap tokens. If you never interacted with KyberSwap, you will definitely need to do this step 4. If you have before, probably you'll jump straight away to step 5 if you're trying to trade some tokens that you already gave KyberSwap access in the past. So step 5 is confirming the swap, and then you just need to wait for the tokens to arrive in your destination wallet. Notice that even for the cross-chain swapping, they show you the routing. So where are your tokens going through? What are they being traded to? So they're tapping into several liquidity pools here on the way. You can see it starts with BNB being traded on PancakeSwap v3. It's going to be traded for USDT there. Then that USDT is going to be traded for USDC.AXL. So this is the USDC version for AXL protocol, and we're still on the Binance Smart Chain. You can see the icon here. Next step is sending those same stable coins to the Arbitrum chain. So you can see now it's on Arbitrum, and the last step is trading USDC for Ethereum. Obviously, you can trade whatever token you want or send it to whatever blockchain you want. You can select here the blockchain. Again, these are all the supported ones that we saw in the beginning. And then there's also going to be a ton of tokens that you can choose from. I just switch it up for Magic just to show you the different route that this is going to take. And actually, since PancakeSwap has deployed both on BNB and Arbitrum, if you're swapping in between these two chains, probably you're just going to be using PancakeSwap as the DEX of choice. But let's switch up to another blockchain. For example, let's go on Scroll. So you see the routing here. Once the tokens leave the BNB blockchain, so this is the last one here, USDC.AXL on PancakeSwap. Then they're being traded for USDC.AXL, but on SushiSwap v3. But anyway, this is just a tiny detail, so you get the idea how to operate, right? For advanced users, you have the maximum slippage here that you can choose also. If you don't know what this means, don't mess with it. Let it be at 0.5 or even 0.005 if not lower. Now the next feature is the Earn tab. The Earn tab allows you to deposit into some of KyberSwap's liquidity pools. They have some decent options here. One cool thing about it is that they have the Zap technology, so this makes everything much easier. You just need to deposit one token and they do all the tradings needed for you to deposit into a pool on the back end. That is much more user friendly. It saves you plenty of time. Personally, I never use these liquidity pools. I go straight away to the main dexes on different blockchains. If you are a regular here on the channel, you probably don't have any difficulties with that. I'm showing that in plenty of videos all the time, how you guys can do that. But also let me show you here on DeFi Llama that KyberSwap had a protocol exploit last year. No, it was in 2023, November of 2023. They had an exploit, so they went from a TVL over 80 million. After the exploit, they went to 7 million, and then from here on, they just flatlined. The hacks noted here on DeFi Llama show for one, actually there's more than one, there's a couple. This is the last one that we saw on the 22nd of November of 2023, 16 months ago. This hack amount was 48 million. And then there was another smaller one back in 2022 of $265,000. This was much smaller. It only affected the Polygon chain, while the latest one affected Ethereum-based Polygon, Optimism, and Arbitrum. No funds have been returned in both of these, so be aware of that, and that's also why I prefer to provide liquidity straight up to the leading dexes, because those never had hacks or exploits up to this point in time. In any case, if you want to try it out with KyberSwap, we have some high APR pools. This is probably going to be degen stuff. Low volatility, so this is for more conservative users. Stable pools with stable coins, or at least pegged assets. For example, this is wrapped stake ETH with wrapped Ethereum. So these are going to be more conservative pools. You're not gonna get like these thousands of percent APR, but you also will not incur in impermanent loss, at least theoretically, because they can still depeg for whatever reason. Even stablecoins can depeg, and if that happens, of course you will incur in permanent loss. But even if they depeg, they can also bounce back up. Okay, so have that in mind. And then you have solid earning pools. These are blue chip pools essentially. USDC with wrapped Ethereum. And all of these are on the Ethereum except for this DRB wrapped Ethereum pool, which is on base chain. High triple digits APR, so I don't know about this pool, but all of the others are very solid pools. We're talking about blue chip assets, wrapped Bitcoin with stablecoin, Ethereum with stablecoins. So these are very solid pools nonetheless. Let's go explore all pools. Let's see what has been generating the most volume. And it's actually not something with some meme tokens or some degen stuff. It's actually RepBNB and USDT. Very solid APR, 47%. Now this second one, I never heard about this Mubarak token. Probably some degen action happening here. I would stay away from it. Another good one, USDC paired with RepBNB. 60% APR on this one. So good options here. Let's see what else is there. Let's go check on Base. Base usually has a huge amount of volume. So wrapped Ethereum with USDC. This is a solid one. 51% APR, volume 21 mil, TVL 2.5 mil. So very good liquidity pool, this one. You can browse through the list, or you can apply this predetermined filters. So if you click highlighted pools, high APR, or solid earning, even low volatility, depending on what you're looking for. Then you have the My Positions dashboard to manage all about the liquidity pools you have entered on. So this is a feature actually that KyberSwap has that makes it stand out against 1inch. I would name it as a pro or as a bonus compared to it, but at the same time, these hacks that they already experienced should make you think twice about it, okay? Not saying not use it or use it, it's up to you, just sharing the information, okay? Then on markets, it's pretty much an easy way that you can have to measure in real time what's happening, what's trending, what has the highest market cap, what is being traded the most for the past day, and you can source that information for all of the blockchains that they do support. Then on Kyber DAO, if you are bullish about the protocol, if you hold some of their KNC tokens, you can come here and stake them. Just be aware that staking is only available on Ethereum chain, but once you do stake, you can see KNC holders can stake their tokens to vote on proposals and receive rewards in KNC. The more you stake and vote, the more KNC you will earn. These are some of the benefits KNC token stakers enjoy: savings on gas fees, protocol fee rewards, and more. So you become a premium user of the protocol, and not only you'll pay less in gas, so this is very handy if you are swapping, trading, doing limit orders a lot, but also you'll get some passive income in the form of protocol fee rewards. And of course, there's more things that can be at some point in time added on. So for example, here the gas refund program currently is ended, but it might come back at some point. And to participate in it, you must first stake KNC, then meet the necessary trading requirements. Value of each trade on KyberSwap has to be equal or higher to $200. Trades only on Ethereum chain are applicable. The amount of gas refunded will depend on the tiers that they have showing here. Tier 1, 500 staked KNC, 10% refund. It can go up to 20% gas refund for people in Tier 3 having 10,000, at least 10,000 KNC token staked. So this currently is over, but at some point in time it can be open again, so you know what to expect, at least something along these lines. Now let's check the analytics for KyberSwap. This will give you a full understanding of where is the main volume going through on the protocol. So this gives you different metrics from trading volume and users on the platform, and these can be measured for the past day, week, or month. Now you can also select things by specific chains if you're looking for something more specific, or even set a time frame that you want to check the analytics for. And there's more info if you keep scrolling down regarding trading volume, users, total transactions, the distribution of users through blockchains, and also the volume distribution through all of the supported blockchains. Total daily users, we can see it's averaging in between 15 to 20k users every day. It shows you also a traded tokens heat map for both tokens and token pairs. So you can get a ton of information here from the analytics. Worth noting, guys, there's also a referral program ongoing with 45,000 ARB tokens up for grabs. Refer and get 10% rewards now. So there's a little over 1,000 participants right now. If you enjoy using KyberSwap, you can refer your friends to use it, and potentially you can get a piece of these ARB tokens. Currently, their native token is worth 36 cents of a dollar. And if we go to November the 22nd, this is when the latest or the last hack happened. It actually didn't impact the token price all that much. You can see it kept stable for the upcoming months. It didn't affect it all that much overall. That's about it with KyberSwap. You can use it to get your best prices when trading. I don't have enough experience with it to tell you if it's more reliable than 1inch or if it's allowing users to save more with it versus 1inch. If you want to try it out for yourself, they have a couple audits, but nonetheless, remember that there have been 2 incidents of hacks. This is very important information. So I believe this only affected people in liquidity pools. So it also goes to show that there are definitely risks in DeFi still. Although KyberSwap is a top tier protocol, they have been around for years and they have a couple of audits at least. So this is it about KyberSwap, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. You can also leave your experience in the comments in case someone watching is wondering. I never had an issue with them, but again, I only usually use this for routing tokens. The liquidity pools, it's something I never used before. I rather to go straight away to PancakeSwap, Uniswap or other leading DEXs. So guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to wrap this one up. Let me know what you think about the KyberSwap in the comments down below. Share your experience with the protocol also if you've been a user of it for a long time. That being said, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.